leaving yourself going, I'm still hungry, or my blood sugar is plummeting because I had a whole box of raisins and nothing else. Raisins in and of themselves, there's nothing wrong with that. But if that is your only snack, that may very well spike your blood sugar because it's too much sugar. So balancing is key, and that's thinking inside the triangle. So how do you mix and match meals? Well, I've got all kinds of ideas for you in the book. I call them convertible meals. And that really does make it a whole lot easier when you can make these meals come to life quickly. And the ritual around that is just when you go shopping, think about all of the fun things that you're going to buy and how you're going to put them into your cart. I have a ritual for how I shop. I know it might sound like not that exciting, but I really enjoy grocery shopping. I know maybe that's weird, but I enjoy knowing that I have the ability and the blessing to make these choices that I put into my cart with a lot of intention. And I like to go grocery shopping alone. Okay. I'm sorry, family. I do. I like to take my time. I like to read packages, and I like to organize as I shop to see visually that I'm not just checking off my list, but that I have meals for the week. So that's my ritual around it. Maybe you have a completely different one, but that's your homework. All right. Number 5 is meal prep. And this really goes hand in hand with number 4 of the thinking inside the triangle. But this is about getting ready for the week. Now, I am a person when I'm hungry and I know it, it's kind of like I'm having this out of body experience where I'm looking at myself and I'm seeing myself from the perspective of my kids and my husband looking at me like, what is wrong with you? You have turned into a beast. So if you're like me and hangriness is not your forte, you need really to listen closely. Having meals ready to go with modified meal prep is like breathing oxygen. You're spending 30 to 40 minutes a week and you're cooking off some quinoa or black rice. You're getting some proteins in order. You've got your pantry stocked with beans and you've got produce in the refrigerator and you've got chicken. If you eat meat, you've got chicken breast ready, either in the freezer or you've got it already pre-cooked, things that you can kind of pull together quickly. Maybe you subscribe to ButcherBox, which I highly recommend if you are a meat eater. I'm going to put that link, by the way, in my show notes because it's a great service. It comes to you already sourced. You don't have to think about it or go shopping for it. It's very high quality. You pull out what you need and you get it ready with your spices for the week. You've got your nuts and your seeds ready in your pantry. I like to keep them all in one location so I know exactly where to go for those. And that's how you meal prep for success. So on a Sunday or Monday, whenever you have time, just spend that time. If you have an Instant Pot, that's a great way to cook your grains off. If you like the idea of one sheet Wonder Pans, you do that and get your proteins cooked with your veggies. I mean, these are all rituals for the habit, and that really makes a difference. So, little meal prep goes a long way, and I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Eat Cleaner, because Eat Cleaner really helps you get all of your veggies ready to go for the week. Now, the next one that I want to talk about is, guess what? It's not skipping meals, okay? This is a no-no. Number 6 is don't skip meals, because if you're doing that, you're sabotaging yourself. You are telling your body and your metabolism that you are now in starvation mode and it's time to hunker down. And your body is going to be really, really efficient and expend as few calories as possible. Burn as little as possible because you're hibernating like a bear. That is not an efficient way to utilize your energy. So skipping meals is a no-no. Making sure that you are eating in proper intervals is a good practice. So I like every, 3 to 4 hours, and you're eating smaller meals. Now, if you like intermittent fasting, that's okay too. It's actually one of the habits that I teach in my program, but there is a way to do intermittent fasting that doesn't kill your metabolism. And I show you how to do it really, really smart. And that's important because a lot of people have talked to me about intermittent fasting and tell me how they do it. And I'm just thinking to myself, you are going to kill your metabolism and you're going to be hangry. Whether you know it or not, maybe somebody in your life is not telling you, but you will be. So it's one of those things that you want to do the right way. Now, some people I know tell me that they forget to eat, which I don't get because I feel like life revolves around when you're a foodie. But if you are one of those people, set an alarm so that it literally reminds you every 3 to 4 hours to have something. I like 3 mini meals and then 2 snacks. And when I eat 5 times a day, I find that works the best for me. Maybe it's 4 for you. Maybe it's even 3. But if you are leaving a big window of time in between your meals during the day, it's really going to work to your advantage. So stretch your calories out. You're actually not eating too many calories when you do the mini meals. And if you are thinking that you are, you might be surprised. You might be surprised when you starve yourself and then you sit down and you eat a massive meal, just how many calories you're putting down your gullet. So I'm just saying you're not really eating more. You're just stretching them out throughout the day. So that meal that you get to eat with intention and with purpose and with gratitude is what leads me to my last thought and my last tip. Because we are honored, we are blessed that we have food at our fingertips because it's so not like that in so many parts of the world. And that is to eat slowly. That is tip number 7 is slow down. Now, 2020 taught us this. I'm telling you, there is a blessing here. And it did teach us to slow down because we have a tendency to gulp our food. It's like we're in a race against I don't know who, and whoever finishes first wins, but there's nothing to win. It's like, I know some people grew up in a household where they had a lot of siblings, and maybe if they didn't act fast and eat quickly, the food might run out. But we're adults, and so we can take our time. You are officially invited to slow down and chew. Most of your digestion actually happens in the mouth when it comes to carbs. Yes. So if you're gulping it down, you're not giving your body a chance to actually digest and metabolize. And that can lead to all kinds of health issues, including leaky gut, including indigestion, including overweight because you're eating too fast, all of that. So take time and bring your life back to the table. And do it with the people that you love, because I always say life is done better together. That is really a winning habit. And if you are one of those people that's like, but Maria, I'm living alone, that is the beauty of video conferencing. Set a date with a good friend or a family member and eat together, even if it means doing it through your screen. I'm just saying we can all create wonderful rituals around habits that help us with our overall health. And maybe you need this little pep talk to get you back on the bus throughout the year. I hope you bookmark this podcast and share it with the people you love. Resolutions become rituals, and rituals are the key to making your resolutions a reality. Thank you for being here. I really thank you, and I hope to see you right here next week. Hey, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. I know you have a lot of choices out there of what to listen to, what to watch, so it means a lot to me that you're here with me. And hey, if you love this content, would you hit the subscribe button? I want you around. I don't want you to just show up for one episode and leave. I want you here, part of the conversation, a seat at this table. And while you're at it, would you share this with your friends and family? And if you take a screenshot and share it on your social media with a hashtag RFYBL for Recipes for Your Best Life. I'll make sure to personally give you a shout out, and you may just be featured right here on the show. So until next time, here's to living deliciously and being the chef of your best life.